Welcome to Kaumudy Global. Over 400 MiG-21 aircraft of the Indian Air Force have crashed in the last 60 years, claiming the lives of over 200 pilots and 16 civilians. On Thursday, 2 pilots were killed when a MiG-21 trainer aircraft crashed during a training sortie in Rajasthan's Barmer, putting the infamous aircraft in the spotlight once again. The MiG-21 has been dubbed grim nicknames such as the Widowmaker or the Flying Coffin, owing to numerous crashes since its induction into the Indian Air Force in the 1960s. But why are MiG-21s still in the skies? Despite crashes, why do they remain a backbone of the Indian Air Force? First, we take a look at the long history of MiG-21 fighter jets and the Indian Air Force. The MiG-21 is India's longest-serving fighter plane. India got its first single-engine MiG-21 in 1963, and since then it has inducted 874 variants of the Soviet-origin supersonic fighters to bolster its combat potential. Over 60% of them have been built in India by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. However, half of the made-in-India MiG-21s have crashed, killing over 200 pilots. In 2000, India MiG-21s were upgraded with new sensors and weapons. It was in this modified MiG-21 that Wing Commander Abhinandan Vardhaman shot down a F-16 fighter of Pakistan in 2019, a day after India had carried out airstrikes in Balakot. According to experts, MiG-21s form the bulk of the Indian Air Force's inventory, and that explains why so many of them have crashed over the years. More numbers, more use, and more years in service translate into a higher number of crashes. But why are they still in service? The Indian Air Force had to keep MiGs longer in service due to delays in induction of new fighter aircraft. Due to delays, the IAF is facing a crunch to maintain a certain squadron strength to guard India's skies. Delays in the indigenous Tejas program, political controversy surrounding the Rafale deal, and slow-paced procurement procedure meant that MiGs had to be kept in service longer than usual. According to reports, the MiG-21 had completed its retirement period in the mid-1990s. Until the government speeds up acquisition of new fighter jets to replace the aging MiGs, the Indian Air Force does not have the option than to use MiG-21s piloted by young men to bolster its squadron strength. So far, the government has focused on acquiring Tejas fighter jets, but a stopgap program to buy 100 foreign jets has drifted for years without forward movement. As of now, the IAF has 32 squadrons against the 42 mandated by the government to tackle threats. The number could go down to 28 squadrons by 2024-25 when all the MiG-21s are phased out. On Thursday, when 2 IAF pilots were killed when the twin-seater MiG-21 aircraft crashed during a training sortie near Barmer in Rajasthan, the IAF said the vintage Russian combat aircraft fleet will retire one squadron as early as September 30th. The 51 squadron of the MiG-21 was famously used by Wing Commander, now Group Captain Abhinandan Vardhaman, when Pakistan attacked India using an F-16 aircraft following India's Balakot strikes. Air Headquarters has already ordered a court of inquiry into the crash on Thursday. In March, Minister of State for Defense Ajay Bhatt said in the Rajya Sabha that 42 defense personnel were killed in accidents involving aircraft and helicopters of the 3 services in the last 5 years. MiG-21s were the mainstay of the IAF for a long time. However, the aircraft has had a very poor safety record of late. The IAF will retire all squadrons of the MiG-21 Bison by 2025, the Air Force sources said. This is Anjana signing off. Do like and share this video. For further updates, subscribe to Kaumudy Global.